Today's hashtag daily debate question for MMA Junkie Radio, at MMA Junkie Radio, I should say. What should be next for Donald Cerrone now that we know he's free of serious injury following UFC 238? And like we mentioned earlier in today's show, Donald Cerrone posted on social media that he does not have a broken orbital bone. So you know him, he's going to want to get down sooner rather than later. Here are your choices goes: the Tony Ferguson rematch, Justin Gaethje, Conor McGregor, or other, but please specify.
I think it's a trick question. I would want, for sure, I don't want to see Tony Ferguson rematch. That doesn't make any sense. Justin Gaethje would be fun, but I don't know that Donald Cerrone's going to have that type of timetable that can turn around and we could see that soon. So if that were to happen, it would have to happen way later, and I don't want to see Justin Gaethje sit on the shelf for that long. So I went with Conor McGregor just because Conor's that guy where if he were to stay out a little longer, it wouldn't matter for him. It wouldn't be any different for us, and it would be a fun fight. I'm going to go with Conor McGregor.
They're both coming off a loss.
Yeah. The UFC showed interest in it the first time, didn't they?
Where?
It can only be in Vegas
or New York.
New York.
So the next Vegas card is not till the end of the year, so November 2nd in New York. I went with other, and I'm going to tell you what I think. Look, I don't really disagree too much with McGregor, because McGregor versus anyone is fun, but I still consider him like almost, shall we say, not retired, but just on the shelf. Why? Because he basically after every event, he calls out whoever the hot ticket is coming out of that event, and then says, "Boy, it'd be fun for us to lock up." And enough already. I've heard like 4 or 5 versions of that, so I'm done. Tell me that you're serious. I mean, they can't even agree on meeting. Well, we were supposed to meet in Miami, New York, LA, and that even that can't happen. So I still feel like they got to get past all that and then figure out who makes sense. And, homeboy, every few weeks he either gets in trouble or whatever. So that's why I kind of came up with my wild card, other, huh? Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira and Donald Cerrone have fought before, 2011. We're so far removed from it, though, that I wouldn't mind seeing them run it back, because this is a whole new Charles Oliveira. And even though he's coming off a win and Cowboy's coming off a loss, Cowboy's just one of those guys that it doesn't matter. Plus, he's way up here, and Oliveira's looking to come up. Mm-hmm. So I could see it being a fun fight.
Bring on the ground, a little closer, though.
On the ground, I think it would be fun. They both have great jiu-jitsu. And then striking, I think it'd be a lot of fun. So why not him?
Is that a scenario where you say the UFC would be happy because either way, kind of a badass comes out of that, right?
Yeah.
Right back up to the top.
Either the veteran checks the other guy,
right?
Or the other guy gets over on the veteran.
I'm not hating you, but if I gave you the option of the two, which would you go with?
Conor McGregor.
Okay. So could we say that we're in agreement? It's just the unicorn matchup. Probably not going to happen, but it'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Here's how Justin Gaethje is how Junkie Nation wanted it. 1,645 votes came in. 40% went to Justin Gaethje. 35% went to Conor McGregor. 20% went to Tony Ferguson. And 5% went with other. So there you have it. Thank you to Junkie Nation, the listeners of the show, and the readers of the site for chiming in on today's daily debate. I don't have time to read you anything.